Complex numbers. So let's say there are two complex numbers Z1 and Z2. As we all know, Z1 can be written in the form of A plus IB. Let's say Z2 is written in the form of C plus ID. So equality of two complex numbers. So when two complex numbers are said to be equal, we can say that A plus IB will be equal to C plus ID. Okay. So in this case, the real parts are going to be equal. Means A will be equal to C and the imaginary parts are going to be equal. IB will be equal to ID, or rather B would be equal to D. I hope this part is clear. इसको pause कैसे करते हैं? Started? Yeah. Now addition of complex numbers. So now suppose let's say there are two complex numbers, Z1 A plus IB, Z2 C plus ID. Now we are going to add them, Z1 plus Z2. Okay, Z1 plus Z2. So in place of Z1 I'm going to write A plus IB, in place of Z2 I'm going to write C plus ID. Now we can group together the real parts. The real part of the Z1 is A and the real part of the Z2 is C. So they can be grouped together and can be written as A plus C plus, then we would be left with IB plus ID. Alright. So taking I common, I can write it as B plus D. Okay. So let's take an example. Suppose Z1 is equal to 3 plus I2 and Z2 is equal to minus 5 I6. We are going to add them. So instead of, opening this and doing this, we can directly do this. I already know. Let's add the imaginary parts. Okay. Since it's minus 5, I'm going to write minus 5 here and plus I2 plus 6 here, right? Minus 2 plus I8. That's it. It was as simple as that. Now let's talk about subtraction. Okay. So in case of subtraction, again let's say Z1 is equal to A plus IB, Z2 is equal to C plus ID. So let's subtract them. I'll open the brackets, A plus IB minus C minus ID. I'm again going to group the real parts together, A and C together, A minus C, and the imaginary parts together. I being common, I have taken as common B minus D. So let's look at this example. Z1 is equal to 5 plus I3, Z2 is equal to 3 minus I2. So I'm going to subtract these two. Again, A minus C, here A is 5 and C is 3, right? So 5 minus 3 plus I, and then B minus D, here B was 3 minus, and since D was minus 2, so minus 2, so 3 plus 2, because minus minus becomes plus, so it is 3 plus 2, 5. It was as simple as that. Okay, so far we have done addition of complex numbers and subtraction of complex numbers. Now let's talk about multiplication of complex numbers. In case of multiplication of complex numbers, this is not at all complex, because we would obviously multiply these two just as we do in case of algebraic expressions, which we have been doing since class 6, right? So simply we take out A and get it multiplied by C plus ID, and again this IB gets multiplied with this, and then A into C is AC, A into ID is IAD, IB into C is IBC, and so on. IB into ID will be I square BD, and then we would get this. And here, as we already know, I is equal to square root of minus 1. Therefore, square root of minus 1 into square root of minus 1 would be only minus 1. That is why I have removed this I square and written it as minus BD. Now, without the help of example, one might get confused. So I have just given this example. Simple multiplication. Just as we do in case of algebraic expression, just as we multiply A plus B into B plus C, in that way you are going to multiply 3 again into 2 plus I6 plus I5 again into 2 plus I6, and this is the way I have multiplied. And here, since I have got I square, which is minus 1, and these two are the like terms, right? So 6 minus 30 is minus 24, and I have written it in the form of a complex number, which is A plus IB. Now in case of division, suppose Z1 divided by Z2, so Z1 by Z2. But we actually can't divide because both are complex numbers. So we really can't divide in that way. But there's a trick. Z1 by Z2 would actually mean Z1 into 1 by Z2. Isn't it? If I say 2 by 3, it can also be written as 2 into 1 by 3. So similarly, Z1 by Z2 can also be written as Z1 into 1 by Z2. So let's try an example. Maybe Z1 is equal to 2 plus I3 Z2 is equal to 2 plus I2. So let's divide this Z1 by Z2. 2 plus I3 divided by 2 plus I2, which can be written in this way: 2 plus I3 into 1 by 2 plus I2. Now, since you all have done rational numbers in class 9, so we really don't want this complex part in the denominator. We always want to rationalize the denominator, right? So we would do the same thing in case of complex numbers, because I don't want this to be in the denominator part. So how to rationalize? You will have to get the numerator and the denominator multiplied by its conjugate. Now, what is a conjugate? This is a big question. Do not get confused. Conjugate of a complex number is basically, let's say Z is equal to A plus IB. Its conjugate is gonna be A minus IB. That's it. You just change the sign of the IB and nothing else. The sign of A is not going to change. Alright. So, for example, what is the conjugate? Conjugate of this, let's say 3 minus I2. So, conjugate of 3 minus I2 would be, the sign before IB is going to change, not the one before A. So, it's going to be 3 plus I2. Okay, what is the conjugate of minus 6 minus I2? Its conjugate, come on, tell me, minus 6 plus I2. Okay, another example, Z1 equals to minus 8 minus I3. Its conjugate is going to be minus 8 plus I3. I hope you guys have understood by now. So, now let's get back to this part. So both the numerator and the denominator has to get multiplied by its conjugate. So what is the conjugate of 2 plus I2? It is 2 minus I2. So I need to rationalize the denominator. So 2 plus I3 by 2 plus I2, and let's get it multiplied by its conjugate. It's not I square, guys, it's I2. It's looking like I square, but it's not. So again, as we know the formula, this is A plus B into A minus B. See, A, B.